What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shawty, and stepping in the building, I got an A-Town legend, super producer off in this thing. K-Rab, what's good with it, boss?
What it do, my dog?
Hey, man, appreciate you pushing up on the player and kicking some flavor with me today, man.
Man, you know I had to, bro.
All right, now, K, take me to the top, man. I mean, first of all, as a young man getting into music, did you think that at one moment in the ATL, your sound would dominate hip-hop and take the A-Town across the world like that there?
Hey, man, I knew I wanted it to.
Come on now. Come on now.
I knew I wanted it to, man. I ain't know when it was going to happen and how it was going to happen, man. But, you know, I just stayed on that grind.
Yeah.
Like, fresh out of high school, man. Like, fresh out of high school, straight on the grind, man.
What was the first track that you produced that you realized that you had something going on, though, K?
Man, I think the first track was that Pool Palace track, bro. The Pool Palace track, man. I dropped that Pool Palace track, went and tested out at the club. It was automatic.
Yeah.
It was automatic, cause what I did was the girls in the club already had a dance they were doing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm like, man, they keep doing their dance, man. They need some music for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shoot, man, I need to, so I just went home and started working on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I went home and started working on it, man, and it became the Pool Palace.
Exactly. Talk to me about that time, man, in that era in Atlanta and hip-hop, because, I mean, when that Pool Palace started bubbling, there was a lot of stuff going on. That's a whole era of folks that was over there jamming, coming out of the Pool Palace.
Absolutely.
Talk to me.
The A was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were right at the prime of crunk music.
Yeah.
Right at the start of trap music.
Yeah.
Really. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like it came in the mix. It came in the mix of all that, man. It was like you got Jeezy and the whole BMF and Tip, Grand Hustle, they, you know, then we had Shawty Low, you know what I'm saying? So that was like all the trap music together. You know what I'm saying? Then the boy Gucci.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, man, that had the city going. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So it was like, hey, man, you know, we got to slide in somewhere.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, man, the snap music slid in, bro.
I mean, come on, K, because, you know, snap music became one of those terms, just like trap music, okay?
Right.
Like crunk music.
Right.
We had snap music. Being a pioneer and a legend and a leader in that era, what was that like, just really being one of the main persons behind that sound, man?
Right. Yeah, you know, it was cool. They had its perks sometimes, and sometimes, you know, it feel like, you know, because I know trendsetters get the worst end of the stick. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Trendsetters get the worst end of the stick, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I had to learn that, you know, when you do something, it's gonna be other people want to come along and do it. You know what I'm saying? That was my stage of learning it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't understand why, if I'm doing this and my music sound like this, why you trying to do this and sound like me?
My God.
I didn't understand that, but I had to, you know, it was a learning process for me, man.
Kay, with you being a West Side player, man, I mean, break down how one goes from being on the west side of Atlanta, coming up in public school with every damn body else, the next thing you know, you all over the world with your sound, man.
Hey, man, it's unbelievable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some days, like, I'll be like, man, this can't be, like, for real. Like, you mean to tell me, like, the record label just flew me out and, you know, they got me up. You know, back in them days, it was like the Meridian and the Montrose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you was in them spots, you were that guy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was like, man, hey, it was an eye-opener, man. Very great experience.
D4L, Laffy Taffy, man. How did that track come about?
Hey, you wouldn't believe it, bro.
Talk to me.
You wouldn't believe it. Hey, I was on daddy duty this day, man. You know what I'm saying?
It be like that.
Yeah, I had to bring my son to the studio with me this day, man. So I had him in there. He running around. I'm in there trying to work, you know what I'm saying? But I keep hearing him. He just keeps saying, He just running around in the studio. I'm like, man, what are you saying?
Yeah.
I started playing it on the keyboard, and you know, it made him happy. You know what I'm saying? Even more, like to hear me doing this. So I'm like, I'm gonna make this a beat. Yeah. So I ended up making a full beat, man, and I put it in Fabo folder and told him, hey man, I got something for you. I want you to check it out when you get to the yo. You know what I'm saying? And when I came back to the studio later on that day, it was like non-stop people coming in the studio to hear this song that Fabo done created all this beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like, okay.
My God.
Inspiration from the babies.
When that song took off and went nationwide and worldwide, man, what was going through your mind at that time, K?
Man, it took off so fast, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything was happening so fast, and it was like, you know, at the same time, like I'm an artist. I was an artist, and I had a group that I was producing also. So, you know, I was doing my stuff and stuff with them. So I couldn't really I went on the road with D4L and the group and doing all that. So I felt like a lot of stuff I missed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, some stuff I did get the experience. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my first ASCAP award. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So that was cool for me. You know what I'm saying? That was cool.
For those that don't know, man, can you kind of go through a list of songs that got K-Rab's hands on them, man?
Oh man, like got the Laffy Taffy, Shawty Low, I'm the Man.
Yes, sir.
D4L, Do It Like Me, Baby. Gorilla's Old Man I.
Yes, sir.
You know, I had some other songs that, you know, were like, you know, like a lot of artists sample music. So, you know, I got some samples, artists that remade my music. So it's a long list of songs, man.
When you hear your music getting sampled, though, man, what was going through your mind then? And what was the first song that sampled K-Rab's sound?
The first song that sampled me, was Walk It Out. Yeah, DJ Ump. But, you know what I'm saying? I was flabbergasted, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man, you know, like, that cool. You know what I'm saying? People want to keep this thing going. You know, like I said, at first I didn't understand it, but when the process started going, you know, you get the hang of what's going on.
I mean, when you see a T-Pain sampling the music, man, I mean, and that thing go crazy as well. But see, Walk It Out went on to be a #1 damn song too.
Right, absolutely.
My God.
Three-time platinum.
Exactly.
Right. 3-time platinum.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
When T-Pain get a hold of that sound, man, I mean, what was going through your mind then?
Oh man, like, you know, T-Pain was like the biggest thing smoking when T-Pain redid these records. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, it was a big hats off to the T-Pain. I appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Take me to that time though, man. That Snap Music time. What was that like for you being a producer at that time? And then you got the Midas Touch. You done got the ASCAP Awards, and now you in demand in this thing.
Well, it was kind of, it was like a bittersweet moment for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, okay, I got this Snap era going, and you know, you got this part of the industry that, you know, they want you to do this. Like, they want this Snap music, but then you got the tabloids, the magazines. I'm seeing the interviews from other major artists that I looked up to growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see, like, one of the artists, his name, Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? I saw in the interview, he was like, oh, I can't believe they let K-Rab in with this Fisher Price equipment. Because, you know, I feel like I was the first producer to really make it using Fruity Loop, FL Studio. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it had its ups and downs. You know
what went through your mind when Ghostface Killer snapped, and you think to yourself, "Nigga, I used to love you, but now I hate your ass."
Like, bro, like that just killed there. It killed my respect for that OG.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so what was the good time during that time, though, Kay? What was the love coming from, and when did you feel it the most?
Man, I felt it the most in this city, man. You know what I'm saying? From amongst the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the most love. Like, it just didn't get no better than doing it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so much love, man. Like, I love my city, man. Y'all rep for me.
Come on now. Come on, man. I mean, when you find yourself getting different calls, though, man, what were the other artists that you were able to work with during that time as well that just kind of loved what you had going on?
Man, like I say, like the Gorilla Souls, and then I got to work with some of my favorite artists like Pastor Troy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was a big figure of my music.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I also got to work with Lil Jon, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a big figure of my music career.
When you got with Lil Jon, man, what was that like?
Man, it was crazy, man. You just didn't know what to expect with Jon, man. You know what I'm saying? You Jon called you, hey man, come on, we got the club tonight. Get to the club, man. And next thing you know, you got 30 dudes coming out with armor suits on, carrying bottles and sparkles everywhere. Like, man, it's crazy, man.
My God.
Like, man, we were just at the pool palace popping bottles of Moet. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now we got a bottle for everybody in the club. Crazy. Yeah, it was crazy though, man.
I mean, when you think about folks like Jon and just that Atlanta industry during that time, man, what was it like being in the middle of it all while this city was going crazy too, man?
Yeah. Hey man, it was one great time, man. I think that was like the most fun I done seen Atlanta have, man. You know what I'm saying? And to be right in the midst of it, like, it wasn't nothing like pulling up to a club, you know, you finna perform at and shut it down.
Exactly.
And the lines around the corner, man.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these folk lined up around the corner.
Facts.
I remember pulling up to a couple of shows, and my family caught me walking in.
Exactly.
Come on, y'all, come on. we going on in, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah.
Songs like Bubblegum, man. I mean, that was one of my personal favorites as well. Yeah. I mean, break down how that banger came about.
Man, bro, you wouldn't believe it, man. We leave the pool palace one night, and, you know, I always like to leave the club and go straight to the studio.
Yeah.
My juice is flowing now. I done had a good time at the club and I partied. So I go back to the studio, and this night particularly, you know what I'm saying, everybody leave. You know what I'm saying? Everybody leave me at the studio, bro. So I pull up the Bubblegum beat, man. And, you know, this was around the time when I first started like freestyling off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna write it. I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I feel, like, I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, man. And when everybody came back to the studio and heard it, they thought I was tripping. They were like, nah, man, that ain't it.
You serious?
I was like, man, this is it. I'm telling y'all, man. You get on there right here, we take this to the club, man. It's up, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We going, like what I said, we going digital, man.
Exactly. Come
Tonight,
on,
we
man.
going digital, baby.
Come on, man.
Absolutely.
I mean,
man.
first of all, you understood going digital back then, though. That's my whole thing. You see what I'm saying? Because we all digital now.
Everybody digital
but
now.
You already knew back then. You like, y'all niggas over here on the analog and fucking around.
Yeah.
I'm about to go digital.
I'm about to go digital, man. I'm about to go digital. I'm about to plug this Fruity Loops up and go crazy, man.
Now, I feel that, man. I feel that. So now, you got that one going crazy. You looking around in these Atlanta streets, and how did you feel like the music was changing the culture in the city at the same time too? Because coming off of crunk and then you got trap going on and all of that stuff, the snap movement, this city was a lot different than it is right now, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, bro, folk were going to the club to have some real fun, man.
Party,
so
man.
what was it like orchestrating those situations for the folks that just wanted to enjoy the city and, you know, two-step and snap?
Like, that was like the main goal with it. Like, we need everybody to have fun. There was too much going on. Like, around that time, like I say, it was like, I think Georgia, Atlanta, we probably like almost at the top of the crime rate before snap music. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, just like I was hoping it would do it cooled everything down a bit and brought everybody together to be able to party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, man, hey, you know, I even witnessed it with the artists I was recording. You know what I'm saying? Like I was recording the whole Bankhead, Born Home, Bankhead, Coat. You know what I'm saying? You got these crew people might didn't get along with these people, but hey, when we at K-Rab studio, we all getting along.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Like that's how we gonna work it, man.
I mean, Shawty Low, man. Talk about working with him.
Hey, man, you wouldn't believe it, man. Shawty Low heard the On The Man beat on the phone from prison, bro. He heard that beat on the phone and said, "Hey, what that is y'all playing in the background? Let me hear that. Oh, put that to the side for me."
My God.
Like how you hear a song, tell her to put it to the side. You get out, get right to it.
My God. Did that be went crazy?
Man, it went crazy, bro. It went crazy. When the city heard that On The Man record, man, it changed a lot. Like it changed the trap sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It changed like the trap sound now. Like it's nothing but On The Man. I hear that beat in half the songs I hear out now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, that was a great one, Lo. You heard it through the phone.
My God.
Long live Low, man.
I mean, after that man recorded that song and it hit the streets and it set the clubs on fire though, man, what was that like too? Because I mean, that was one of Low's, that was one of Low's favorite, that was my favorite Shawty Low song right there. Period, point blank, On The Man. They know On The Man, those two right there, like, those are my Shawty Low songs.
Right.
So when you saw the club going crazy when On The Man came on, what was going through your mind then? Was it, I got another one, or what the hell?
Man, what was going through my mind was, me and Shawty Low need to do some more of these, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to push for. But it was like I say, we were two different group of people, you know what I'm saying? D4L was D4L.
Yeah.
And K-Rab was K-Rab.
Yeah.
So it was like, Low wanted me to really be like with D4L. Yeah. But I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect what y'all got going on. I want to work with y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, Low just, he had other plans and visions, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't stopped with On The Man. He had, other songs he was trying to get on, man. But I was hoping to make some more of those with Low. That's what I want to do, because I ain't never been the type to, okay, I created it with you, and I'm gonna run off and do this with some more folks. And now I'm getting them the flavor that we
created,
that we got. You know what I'm saying? So I always like to keep the work separate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Talk about those studio sessions on Bankhead, though, man, recording all them boys, man. What were some of your most memorable moments being in the studio with them boys going crazy?
The most memorable moment, man, had to be one night when Fabo locked the studio door and hid the key. So nobody could exit the building. He like, nah, we finna lock in tonight. We locking in tonight. One dude Skeet from BHI, he got mad, man. He, hey man, you gotta let me out. I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? But that had to be like one of the most funniest times, man. Cause like we used to literally bring like the whole club to the studio after the club. Yeah. And just keep the vibe going. So studio session might be like a whole party. Yeah, yeah. That wasn't the right idea, but that's what we were doing.
I feel that too, though.
Right. That wasn't the right idea, man.
So now you got the Do It song, though. What goes through your mind when some young ladies get on some of that K-Rab sauce and go crazy?
Man, I'm like, man, hey, man. They just did they thing. They brought, that lady energy to it. Yeah. Like I said, like when I first originally saw the dance at the pool palace, the girls were doing it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
To see an inspired female group come right behind and bless them with the same, hey man, hats off.
Can you speak on that pool palace though? Because a lot of artists and a lot of groups came out of that pool palace at the same time too, man.
Right.
And I think there's supposed to be a documentary coming out on the pool palace that I heard somebody working on as well. Forgive me for not remembering who the hell it was that told me that they was doing the pool palace documentary, but I know there's one coming soon. So from your eyes of being in that pool palace, what were you seeing at that time with all of these different groups coming out of there and blowing up?
Man, I was just saying, you know, everybody being inspired by each other in this one building, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, like I say, I was producing most of these artists in there. So imagine you going in the club and you know this week you done recorded these 5 artists, so they gonna be at the club this night with they new record.
Yeah.
So you gotta make a record that's gonna top their record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After you done work with all these, hey man, it was so many, man. The DG Yolas,
Yes, sir.
man, the Trout Squad,
Yeah.
Young Money,
Yeah.
man, so many, man. Franchise,
Yes, sir.
D4L. It was so many, man. Like even female groups, man.
Yeah.
We had Classified, a lot of different artists. A lot of different artists from, and then most started coming from everywhere else. Like, it wasn't just the West Side artists no more. At a certain point, they started getting some South Side folk coming over with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was getting mixed in.
Come on now. So now when you think about the music and you starting off with Fruity Loops, man, what was that like, you getting on that Fruity Loops and cranking that thing up, man? I mean, because see, that's the other thing too, Kay. You saw the digital side before everybody else realized what the hell was going on. So you was able to get around that curb, start getting to the goddamn money real fast off of that Fruity Loops. What will become commonplace 5 to 10 years later, everybody was using the damn thing. Right. You was pioneering on there. How much flack was you catching using Fruity Loops?
Man, you know, from the big dogs that's using the analogs and the, man, you know, like, hey,
keys.
They like, man, what is that trash, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gonna catch hell from these guys, man. But yeah, you know, it grew on everybody. They grew the level and respect. Yeah. So
take me from there, from where at first you feeling all of this, catching all this flack and feeling all this hate. The next thing you know, you got platinum plaques coming in and ASCAP awards coming in. What were they saying then?
Man, they was like, man, we knew you had something, man. You know what I'm saying? We knew you had something. But now everybody knew they had. Hey, okay. We knew you was on to something, man. Hey, man, I was trying to tell y'all, man, like, it's crazy. Like I say, I growed up trying to do this music thing, man, since a young gent. Like,
that's right.
You know, watching my dad. My dad used to be the main DJ back in the day. They had a club called San Susie out here.
Yes, sir.
And he used to DJ for what was the radio station called? WAOK.
Okay, now.
Yeah. He used to call him Big Money, DJ Big Money, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hearing him on the radio coming up, man, that inspired me. Like, man, I got to be in that music some kind of way.
Come on, man.
And it took for me to I had to get rejected from football first, dude. That theory high, man. That theory high.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
I mean, but now K-Rab, you got a song for the aunties out here, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, go auntie going crazy as we speak, man. Hey, I mean, man. Every time I get on my timeline, I'm seeing the auntie go wild.
Man, I'm living the auntie right now.
Break it down, man.
Hey, man, the auntie song, man. Shout out to my family, man. I had a little bird flew on my ear. Was like, hey, I know you got these rockers, but I need you to do one for the aunties. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that. And I went to the studio later that day, man. And it just came out just like that. Like, once again, like, okay, like, I was feeling this.
Exactly.
I was feeling this, and I'm glad the auntie taking to it, man.
How you feel about the industry changing over these years, man? Because you've been in the game a long ass time, K. So I mean, from the time you jumped in there to now, how you feel like it done changed?
Man, it's just the music, man. The music is super different, man. I ain't gonna say it's different. It's back to a time where we tried to leave off a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause it's back to like the danger zone right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We've been trying to avoid the danger zone. You know what I'm saying? And man, the music is not helping us stay out
the danger zone. Come on.
Now, so yeah, that more than anything, man, that would stand out to me right now, and is. I even try to talk to my sons about it because they want to do the music. I'm like, look, man, hey, man, you do music, man, but have fun with it, bro.
Exactly. You ain't got to get the glizzy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how is it trying to get your sons to understand that, though, K?
It ain't easy, man. I guess I'm saying what my dad was trying to tell me. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? They getting their teenage.
But no, okay, you over there in the middle of Bankhead jamming with some Bankhead folks.
Come on, man.
And you got folks that want to they could have went out there and rap some gangster shit all night long.
These same folk who I got partying will shoot you down outside or inside the club. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But get what? We changed that for a minute. Like hey, just calm down, cool out for a minute. Like, bring everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
My God. That's what I'm waiting for because it's going to have to show its face again somewhere. Right. And if it don't, then it's just going to kill the whole scene because at the end of the day, Atlanta was built on people being able to have a good time and vibe.
Absolutely.
And if ain't nobody vibing and having a good time, then what you're doing here, they're going to go someplace else to do it and we all going to be looking crazy.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So now, what all are you working on now in this thing, though, K?
Man, just pretty much developing artists, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, being an OG.
Yeah, I feel that.
Developing some artists, man. I'm hoping it's gonna lead me to like, some kind of way developing maybe a label or something that I can do with these artists. Or not quite sure yet what to do with all the artists, but just still working at them and working on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of artists that you see nowadays, it's like, okay, you made one song and got on.
Yeah.
You ain't even got a catalog of 1,000 songs.
Come on.
You ain't grinded. Yeah. You ain't did no developing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they throw you right out there and put you in front of the screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
How you feel like the social media and stuff impacted everything now too, man, when you saw that come into the game?
Oh, man, social media has, quadrupled everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so easy to get access to all of it now. Like, back in the early 2000s, like we just had MySpace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and before that even got popping, like, we were still footworking.
Yeah.
Footworking and, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really had to rub shoulders, elbows, and move around all these clubs. Now you just hit a button and send it here and there, and you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Social media done went crazy.
K-Rab, though, for you, man, being somebody that really come from it, what was that whole experience like in the music industry once you went from being in the neighborhood to being in the damn music industry? How did your mind change and stuff like that as you started to see success?
Yeah. I think that was a part of my problem, though. Like, I didn't really allow it to change me. You know what I'm saying? I never really felt like I was a star or nothing like that. Like, I wasn't trying to be like, so I always just kept a humble, steady approach. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say I ever let the situation change me. You know what I'm saying? It might have changed some things I was able to do.
Yeah.
But like I say, man, I was just pretty much always the same dude, man.
What was it like when the money came in and you was able to do more?
Man, a whole lot of doing. It was a whole lot of doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole lot of doing. I think my first music check was probably like 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I just never ran out of shit to do. But one thing I always made sure I did was I stayed in the studio.
Yeah.
And man, it got to a point where I stayed in the studio too much. I had to realize and remember, hey, you got to pull yourself out of here and get back out here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. Don't, you know, it'll do that to you sometimes. Sometimes you want to pull away a little bit and be out the ruckus. Keep your mind flowing. You know what I'm saying? But
One of my favorite K-Rab tracks, though, man, was with that boy K from the Rich Kids, that West Atlanta, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting on that boy to lay the smack down with that record and go all the way up through there. What the hell happened? And K, come on, man.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, man, to this day, man, that record still hard.
Exactly.
Bro. That record can go right now.
It can. That was one of them timeless. That was one of them. You got that right there, Jay, ready to go.
Man, it was ready to go, man. Like that. I knew when I made that beat, bro. I knew that was something special. You know what I'm saying? Like that, just the energy that I felt. You know what I'm saying? And then when I took it over to K, and K put that down on it, I was like, man, that's it right there.
He got that thing and snap.
That's it. K went and shot the video. I think K didn't finalize the video or something, but you know, end up moving on to another project.
My God.
Yeah, but that was a banger though.
Exactly. When you look over your time though, K, when you kept it so damn cool, you felt like that was a problem for you being in the industry, keeping it cool, or how do you feel like you should have been handling stuff?
I should have changed how I did some things and not been so humble. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like, you know, you got to be that pit bull to, you know, and you know, like it was all a learning process for me though. You know what I'm saying? I was young and growing into the music industry, so like I was it's almost like an industry baby.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. What was some of the things you was learning along the way though, man, that you picked up? Man,
pretty much, you know, just like the business end of it. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing, learning, you know, what you're supposed to have, what's supposed to be set up, the different accounts you got to have, and you know, learning how many checks come into music. You know what I'm saying? With it, you know, like all that, like a learning process. And it probably took me some years to learn a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Going through the process, like some of it to this day I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, it's a whole process. Definitely a whole process. I can dig
that. Lastly, K, what is it that you want your fans to know, man? Is there anything you want to leave for them? And advice for these folks, man?
Hey, man. I just want everybody to have a good time and enjoy life, man.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much going on out here right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we here to live life and enjoy it and, you know, be with our family and loved ones. You know, y'all don't take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, y'all stay in tune with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to do nothing but give y'all a good time.
Come on, why that?
I ain't here to do nothing but give y'all a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like always, so.
How can they contact you, though?
Hey, man, y'all can hit me on Instagram, K_Rab on the track. K_Rab on the track, man. I want to shout out to my jeweler, too, man. 79 jeweler, man, _.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go find them, boy, man. They got it on, you feel me?
I ain't mad at that at all, boy.
Sir.
I ain't mad at it. But
Yes,
that's
sir.
what it is, man. Be Hot Radio, Shawty. K-Rab, holler at y'all in a minute, babe.
Yes, sir.
We go.